Kenya's inflation in February dropped to 63% from 6.9% in January after the cost of fuel, electricity and gas, among other items, fell. The rate, according to data from the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, represents a year-on-year improvement in comparison to a similar period last year when the inflation rate stood at 9.2%, as Jimmy Mbogo reports.
A combination of factors in the month of February has led to a slowdown inflation rate. In early February, an increase of the base lending rate by the central bank took the country by surprise. But this, together with a cocktail of other factors, seemingly bore fruit. In the middle of February, the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, EPRA, cut fuel prices amid declining costs in the international market. A move that saw the consumers spared from further pain at the pump, with super petrol, diesel and kerosene retail prices dropping to 206.3, 195.7 and 193.2 shillings respectively in Nairobi. In the same month, the price of tomato, sugar, maize grain loose and maize flour loose dropped by 5.7%, 4.6%, 3.4% and 1.6% respectively between January 2024 and February 2024. Despite the drop, however, the consumer may not feel the difference owing to a rapidly shrinking disposable income.
The fact that the number has reduced from January doesn't really mean that the cost of living has reduced, not really. It just means that it's for much, the increase is lesser than it was in 2022. So if you look at that and the fact that the payslip shrank and the general income and the general economic activity probably also reduced, then you start understanding why wananchi or other ordinary person is not feeling this in their pocket. However affordable food is, if you don't have money in your pocket, you still left out. So that's actually another matter. It doesn't really mean that if the cost of food reduced, then everybody is happy, because you must still have money in your pocket.
On the flip side, however, the energy-based inflation has remained steadily high, with the year-on-year data indicating that 50 kilowatts of electricity was up 42.7% compared to 200 kilowatts of electricity, which stood at 31.8%. Other energy sources such as kerosene, diesel, petrol and LPG also remained high at 32.1, 20.4, 16.2 and 2.7% respectively.
We have to rely on imported oil. And if you're relying on imported oil, then we have no control over the dollar generally. And also we don't have control over the international oil prices. So every time those two factors keep fluctuating, the local consumers will be hit, and there's not much we can do about it. The best that we can do is now to manage the taxes that are collected from crude oil, the imported refined oils.
The government has been urged to continue putting in place measures that will keep lowering inflation, as well as ensure that the consumer has more spending power through job creation. Jimmy Mbogo, Citizen TV, Nairobi.